Hey everyone, SolarPrimal here, and Merry Christmas, one and all. So I have a little special video I want to do today. I know it's the holidays and all that, so I'm recording this obviously well before the day of, and what I'm going to be doing in this video is actually putting together a gift for one of my family members. And what I'm going to be doing is something similar to what I did with this Pro controller. And what I'm actually going to be doing is doing that again, except I'm going that extra step further this time, and we'll be doing the shell as well. Now, obviously this is not an actual Pro controller, but the parts are relatively the same on the inside. I'm going to find out if the shell and all that can still be integrated the same way. Again, this is one of those ones that is built pretty much the same, with the exception of, well, it's missing certain features like the amiibo function. This thing says it has the amiibo function. I haven't tested that out myself. It's not able to turn on the Switch even though it's connected, and to connect it to your Switch you'll need to use the USB that comes with the controller. But anyways, so first off, let's open this up just to see how it goes. Oh, it looks great already. Actually, it's packaged quite decently. That's good. There it is right there. See, it's missing the Nintendo Switch logo, which is fine. There's the instructions on how to use it, and it's cable. Perfect. So everything's looking pretty good so far with it. And if we were to compare the two, they look relatively the same. Like, pretty much identical. Now I did open this up earlier, and I will say, controllers feel stiffer, but it's also could be because it's straight out of the box, as where I've been using this a lot. Try not to hit the home button so I don't wake up my Switch, but yeah, you get the idea. So we're gonna be doing a custom job with this. Obviously I've done the grips before. These ones are a nice orange, so we'll be doing that. And I had mentioned it earlier, we're going to be doing the shell as well. Why flip it that way? So yeah, as usual, Extreme Rate provides the screws and the tools, but I will be using my own for the purposes of ease, as that's what I did last time. And again, this isn't sponsored by them at all. I just trust their product, and it got here relatively quickly, so thank you for that. And yeah, same with this one. There's screws and the screwdriver. Again, not going to use that. Got my own. And you know, extra screws are always good. So what we're going to do is I'm going to unpackage these so that they're ready to go. And then what we'll do is we'll just go through switching out the shell for this thing. So yeah, so it's neat because it's in the plastic there. I couldn't tell what kind of texture it was, and oh yeah, it's that really nice texture. You can obviously see it's been painted on the outside, but yeah, this is nice. Ooh, I'm a little jealous. It reminds me of Reese's Pieces. Not sponsored either. Now, because we're dealing with a lot more screws this time, I'm gonna be having this just play off camera a little bit, just to keep track of all the screws. And so hopefully my screwdriver does the job for this, but we'll start things off with the grips. And just like before, yeah, you gotta take your time with this stuff, because yeah, you don't want to botch it at all, especially in my case, because this is for a family member and I want it to be the best it can be. And yeah, if you're watching, hey, how you doing? We probably can't see each other this year just due to restrictions and whatnot. Yeah, that's me, pretty much the exact same, but I hope you're doing well. This is kind of experimental because there's no video online showing people switching out this controller for any of the shells and whatnot. So we shall see if that works. So just to test fit this, just to see how it looks. Like, oh yeah, that looks really nice. So I look forward to the finished product. Alright, so this is the part where I am a bit unfamiliar with, but I've been watching as many videos as I can so I can get this right. So the actual Pro controller has silver screws from what I'm told. These ones are all black, and it's actually missing one. Oh, that's nice to know. So it's a good thing we got some extra screws then. In fact, I'm just gonna make sure we bust those out. Seems like we're gonna be using them. Okay, anywho's it's. Alright, so let's get these unscrewed. So there's, again, I've seen plenty of videos on this now, so there's should be one here, 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 and here. So that'll be the next thing we take off. Again, I've saved myself a step because this one's missing one. So there you go. That is about what I expect in terms of quality from what I'm getting out of this. Okay, so I gotta remember, yeah, there's supposed to be 4 screws, but for some reason this one just has that many. So we should be able to just pop that off. Yeah, there we go. And yeah, there we go. That's the original backing, and then this is what we got now. Off to the side there. And of course we're gonna take off this battery. Battery looks identical as well, which is fantastic. We'll keep that handy because we'll have to put that one back. And now, okay, because yeah, there's supposed to be one there, there, there. So there's 5 of them, and then 2 hidden ones there, which not super hidden, but you know, I can still technically see them. And yeah, let's just do that. Told with these ones, you gotta just kind of feel it out and make sure you actually get into the threading, so that, well, not the threading, but the proper thing of the screw, so you're not stripping them, because if you strip them, then you're just out of luck. I remember back when I customized my personal Pro Switch controller, I was super nervous about even doing the grips, but I feel a bit more confident now. Maybe it's because the product is probably cheaper and I can forgive myself if something goes wrong. But then again, I don't want anything to go wrong because this is, again, for a family member. So, but I mean, if you're ever working on this, you always want to take care, just so that, you know, you might as well take some pride in your work. Alright, so this is the part where people usually had a little spacer tool to try and pry it apart, but it looks like this is coming apart pretty easily. And then again, I was told be very careful around this part because there's actually a ribbon cable that you have to detach. So I think I have to go this way, if I'm being honest. I see it, it's there. It's gotta be really gentle. The joysticks are, oh boy, how do I get in there? Because yeah, this is, one of the sides is not letting me lift up at all. Oh, it's the joystick, that's why. The other one came out just fine. This one is like, yeah, I want to hang on a little bit there, buddy. There we go. All right, yeah, so nice and gentle. I have to lift up the ribbon cable somehow. How do I... Does this one not lift up? I don't think I can detach it because there is no little lift up thingy. It's like proper in there. There is no little switch thing or tab to lift up or anything. It is in there. And I don't want to break any of the solders or anything because I wouldn't know how to put it back together. So this makes this a little bit more difficult, but not impossible. What I'm gonna have to do is somehow work with it like this. And there's a, jeez, this is dangerous. Okay, so this is gonna be really interesting because I can get to some of the screws, but there's one that's like that side, like that. I have to like gently take care of it like that. I might just do that one first. Oh boy. Heavy lights like this and wearing a sweater, not super fun. I'm sweating, but it also could be because I'm nervous. Okay, I know that one and that one. I think that one. I'm gonna have to there might be another screw missing here, which is great, you know. Shows the quality of the build. Definitely stripped this one a little bit, so you'll have to get replaced. Again, I'm probably going to be using the extreme rate screws from here on to reassemble. So, alright, that was 2, 3, 4, okay, 4 screws. One's definitely missing there, and the only other one is right there. So, gotta somehow get to it while cradling this. I think I got it. It's just, yeah, the screw didn't want to leave. All right. So, oh, it's screw's still in there. All right. So yeah, that's gonna want to come apart, but we'll put that off to the side for now, and just hope it kind of holds together. Okay. Now this is where the fun part is. So this is where we take these two and just transfer the buttons over. So along with the little membranes. So we'll do this one at a time. Kind of a different D-pad looking thing, but it's similar. But either way, should be expected. That was how I took that off, right? Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's all supposed to kind of fit back together. I think that's as far as that goes. Yeah, okay. Alright. So that will kind of, for my sake, just do that like that. These buttons should all go 1 to 1. They're all unique and fit in their own specific holes. So, and with me doing this side by side, this kind of helps place them where they should go. Yeah, they should fit in each of those notches proper. And again, I don't have tweezers, so you know, gotta make do with what you got. So what I'm doing is I'm just pushing the button on the one side and picking it out on the other end. That is such a tiny button. I can already see like the plastic splitting right there, and all these are just they're looking really stripped, so it's probably good I'm swapping it. Though I could have just left it alone, and it would have been probably just fine. But either way, like that. Perfect. Now for the tricky part. Trying to put this back together while it's still kind of in this form. Again, not impossible, just this probably won't be super fun for me. Okay. So that should just kind of gently. Interesting. Should just kind of slip into place here, but there we go. There. Just kind of rest it on there a little bit. So, again, 1, 2, 3, 4. See, we'll start with these kind of harder ones first. It's tricky because it's like using one hand to kind of prop this up, and then my other one has to deal with screwing things back in. But again, just go nice and slow. There we go, kind of clicks in a little better there. Okay, I'll take my time on that one. Won't go all the way in with that one quite yet. Might have to like kind of hit these one at a time kind of a thing. Like go to one and go to the other. Oh boy, that's all pretty snug. All right, so somehow gently flip this back. And that should all, maybe once this clicks in, then it'll be good. There we go, get past the joysticks. Then it should all kind of click back into place. Oh, there's some nice clickies. Okay, now the bottom plate. Okay, I was looking at this and I was like, oh, it doesn't fit, but it's the bottom plate will actually make this flush. But for now, our next step is to get the silver screws back in. I just realized this plastic thing was almost off the table. My goodness, it's definitely not clicking into place, so we'll see how this goes. I'm gonna have to like apply pressure on this and hope everything kind of just goes into place. Getting this one out of the way because we know it's gonna work. That's as good as that's gonna get. Like the bottom parts here are still kind of being clicky, so don't like it, but it is what it is. All right, so we want the back plate back on. Oh, well, obviously we should put the battery back on too. We'll apply this back panel. That clicks into place real nice. So this is where I was worried about it not fitting. Still making a lot of clicky sounds, and I don't think I even got that all the way in. Again, these will be technically covered up, so I don't know. All right, it's supposed to be 4 screws. 4 screws that otherwise didn't exist initially. Concerns me is when I pinch this, you can see this move a little. Same goes there. There's just, it's not fitting perfectly. And it could be because of what's being housed in, but this part looks pretty dang good. This is definitely, I don't like that, because that doesn't rattle like that, but I put it all back together the proper way, so, but oh well. All right, so yeah, that was a bit of a struggle, but you know, we got there. Now for the grand finale, we get to put these on, so that's what it's gonna look like in the end. And you know what, it makes it unique for him, so there you go. Oh, that one's pretty in there. This one's kind of loosey-goosey, but this one's actually pretty snug. We'll do that one first. So, if it's snug, I think that's a good thing. Which is funny, because that's the side that I'm unconvinced on. But, oh well. I will say it's interesting because the grips are a little soft. Reminds me of my red ones, but just a little different. Okay, cool. Gotta love that little blooper. Okay, just gonna hold that in place. Okay, that is it right there. You know, that looks pretty dang cool. I like it. Well, there you go. Again, I don't know what's up with this, but they still technically work. I just don't know why they wiggle so much. And these definitely feel a little stiffer than they should be, but you know what it is? I feel like this should be fitting a bit more tighter on something, but it's just not. I don't know. Hopefully it doesn't affect things too much, because like it's cinched up perfectly there. For the most part, should be good there. Like if I pinch this down, it still leaves these wiggling like that. So I don't know. Mine has a bit of a gap there too. Well, not really, now that I look at it. Well, there's something up with the insides. Like, again, this still functions. This still will work for what he needs it for, and I know he'll be happy about it. So, yeah. Me personally, I wish that these fitted better, but you know what? It could be just a trade-off with it being the difference between an actual Pro controller versus the cheaper one that's out there. So that could be the difference there, but who knows? The green light is also a little darker, I noticed, and that's it trying to scan right now. If it is already paired with your Switch, it will just automatically connect if it's on. So just something to keep in mind. Mine, of course, is actually a little brighter and faster from the looks of it. But so yeah, it's kind of hit or miss when you get these online. So, you know, if it comes down to where, like, I don't know, if I save up enough money and get like a proper one, I might switch these back, but that was quite the struggle to get all those together like that. Yeah, everything seems fine. And yeah, so it all should be good. The shoulder buttons feel fantastic. They feel exactly as they should. Yeah, they do. Either way. Yeah, so hope you enjoy it, and happy holidays. So there you go. There it is from far away. Looks pretty dang cool. I like the red and orange, honestly. So there you go. And then the black little, and then the black accents of all the buttons and whatnot. So there you go. Enjoy that, and yeah. Hope you guys have a happy holidays. And until then, you guys, I am just sweating from being in this sweater. Oh boy, I gotta go. So take care. Bye for now.